Of course, if you stand in front of the Taj Mahal, you won't go like, not today, I don't want to see this. You will go in because it is the biggest building and biggest love document on our earth. It's a love mausoleum of a man who loved one woman to the extent of building her a mausoleum.
Continue on to SH62.
For anyone new to the channel, welcome. I'm Romy, I'm German, lived in Australia, and have traveled the world. Just for pleasure, not for business, not for sightseeing. I was just wherever I wanted to be. But the outcome and the side effects of any kind of travel that is endless is just amazing. Can you imagine when you come back from your holidays, how I feel after years of holiday? And can you imagine what kind of side effects you have in loving God and loving yourself and knowing yourself and feeling everywhere at home? At first, I set out to find inner peace. For myself, it was very selfishly, but the funny thing about inner peace is once you find it, you want to share it. So normally I have learned that travel is never about sightseeing, but of course you can't get around being on this one. And you have to have seen it. You have to have felt the energy, and you always have to remember that this side is entering two corpses, like two people who loved each other, but it's like entering a cemetery, and it doesn't have the most positive energy. It's overwhelmingly beautiful, but it doesn't have the best energy. And just like in life, you have to build up this kind of a palace inside your heart. You have to create a space where you garden out your weeds, where you garden out the past that has been done to you and the future hopes that you have. You have to create a space where there is beautiful architecture and beauty that everyone would love to see. I mean, on a daily basis, sometimes 40,000 people come through here. And what if your heart would look like that? Wouldn't everyone envy you and want that? That's what you have to create. And this is what this monument meant to me. It was like warm water pools and beautiful fauna and flora. And there is a grace in love, in loving whatever is in front of you. And if you're lucky, one person in your life will give you the same feelings that happened to this man who built this for a woman. But that is the icing on the cake. Self-love and loving the world is something that no one can take away from you. And not even another lover can override the love that you can build up to your secret space and paradise. And if you're lucky, you will find God in it too. It's so funny that the knowledge that I got in India was not to sightsee anywhere, because it doesn't help you. It doesn't help you if you're standing in front of the Eiffel Tower or the Taj Mahal or in the middle of the Ayers Rock of Australia. The thing that will matter is how many books have you opened, how many questions have you asked, how have you loved, how high is your love frequency right now? Is your heart beating for desperation of living and loving, or is it just gear Is it just envy? Is it just whatever it is? Ask yourself, how many times do you have to breathe in a minute? Have you slowed down your breathing and uplifted your heart rhythm? So this whole monument is the symbol of a couple that has gone over every boundary that everyone knows about. The Taj Mahal is known around the whole world, and it is the symbol of two lovers, and they are laying in there. But how many couples do you really know that are really beautifully, intimately in love? Not even our parents. So what are we searching in this life for? And for me, the Taj Mahal is the symbol of that palace that every single one of you watching this video have to build up in their own hearts. A love for whomever, if it's God, if it's the universe, if it's just the magic that is surrounding you, the awe that you can have with every step that you're taking in this life. Because you're not God. You didn't invent anything. You can maybe invent a palace for a lover that you would once meet and do the same. Put an alabaster mosque up for the one that you love. But before you don't love yourself and you don't have this palace in place, before your real lover comes into your world, that space will just be like on the opposite side of the Taj Mahal. There should have been a second Taj Mahal. And that's how it looks if you don't build up a palace, because it's just mudlands. It's just grasslands. There's no palace on it. There is no one who would love to enter into the pools and into your interior design and architecture of life. And that's what sightseeing has become for me. That I look into the energy of how the places are and build up these places in my own heart.